How are you all doing? I just happy Mother's Day to you all who are out there, collective, those mothers that are already seasoned mothers, right? You have some years of being under your belt. And for those who are soon to be mothers, welcome to the mothering community. And those who are adoptive mothers, by way of being there for those children who need you, right? I'm going to go into some things about mothering and when we have the responsibility to be able to lead someone, especially someone who could be easily led, like children, right? It is our responsibility to keep them on the right path and give them the things that they need to nourish them. And as parents, when we are incapable of doing those things, we seek the help that we need to make sure that those things can happen, right? And I'm going to say this Mother's Day because this whole entire weekend, there has been an attempt on making my Mother's Day, which is not really a big deal to me because I'm a mother every day. This day is dedicated to celebrate each other in the motherhood, but I'm not even concerned of those things. I feel like somebody has attempted to try and break my spirits because they believe that the celebrated selected day of Mother Day means so much to me when I'm a mother every day to my children, right? And they appreciate me every day. They tell me they love me every day. We get up and we greet each other with hugs and kisses, and we talk about our dreams and aspirations, the dreams that we had last night, and the things that we hope for the best. This is my ply to you all. When you're trying to do the right thing as a single parent, as a mother, on your own with a and live an environment for my children, someone is constantly hacking my phone and following they're doing you all. Since Friday does not have an automatic voice message that goes to a maintenance, it rings and it rings and it goes into saying that the voicemail is full. So about it, fathers like myself that live there who needs the information to call, there's a number on there that is not available as well. It says server unavailable when I call. But then to make this notice public, this is a public service announcement to the city of New Orleans. This is sad that I have to say that I'm living in an apartment complex that you all are funding through Hano, where one tenant, which is myself, is being singled out for an electrical outage, and then the electrical company that I'm not able to connect. I'm not at the apartment where all of these at. I'm at a family member's house so I can be calm. It has been very hot. I would not put my children in harm's way and keep them in an apartment that does not have lights, other things that would keep them in comfort. Someone thought that they would be able to steal my joy on this Mother's Day. But as long as I have my children with me every day, I'm still a mother, right? And that joy that you're trying to break, it will not be broken. The Most High God is who gives me my joy. It does not come from the world. So, whatever attempts that you're attempting to try to make me feel a certain way because of whatever, maybe allegedly you are the management, allegedly you are the maintenance person who is doing these things. The thing that you messed up with was singling out one specific person for this faded or supposedly projected event with my lights being out. I've called and I've reported all of these incidents to those in authority that will be able to help me because the apartment complex manager in the maintenance department is nowhere to be found and they cannot be reached. Even the management company of FDI, right? They're located in the state of Texas. What are they doing for those who are in the position that I am in? And why is it that you are allowing these things to happen to a single mother and her children who you're getting funding to protect and help to have a functional living, something that will be a beneficial environment for them to flourish in, right? To come out of that poverty? Or is it that you want us to be impoverished so that you can continue to get these funds and do whatever it is that you do? It's just sad that I have to say on this Mother's Day that I have come to the conclusion that a lot of these people who are in high places that have the jobs and responsibilities of helping people like myself to be physically and mentally safe are not in it for the right reasons, right? And the reason is because of the incident that I'm now going through. And I just want to let the management department, the owners at the Reveal, through this video know that I have made all of the records that I need to make. And I have called and left all of the message regarding this incident. That way that there's a paper trail, a voice trail, and whatever for whatever situations need to happen and the outcome be beneficial for my family, because I feel like this is an attempt at an attack to make my spirit break. Those people in management will be considered of the same race as myself, right? Showing how black people, supposed black people, with copper color Indians would treat each other. But that gives me the notion that, yes, what everyone has been saying, all skin folk and kinfolk, it's easy to spot some of you all now who are those who possibly have come here on those slave ships, right? Because that's the same mentality that it is that you reflect onto those who do you no harm. Are you mad because I am exposing the things that has been happening to me at this apartment complex before this energy thing happened, this energy with the lights? But I'm so grateful that the God-given sun that is in the sky is shining. And as long as that sun shines, there's light, right? Because energy is just a company. Entergy is just a company that gives us an electrical current that comes to our place of residence. And as long as the sun is shining, there's still lights. And then I'm thinking about it in the middle of the night. You did this when no one would be in the office over the weekend. You all are all out celebrating your weekend with your mothers and your wives and your sisters and brothers, right? And you intended for me and my family to be put in harm's way or to be uncomfortable. But I have family as well. But you're going to pay for what it is that you're trying to do to me or you have already done. And that's what it is that you can't take. And it's sad to say that you singled me out, which entrapped yourself. It would have been more believable if there was something that happened to someone else. But you know what happens on that outage map when I report it? Is only one outage that has been reported. And that's my unit. It's sad. And it shows how demented you are and how you should not even have the authority that you have to do whatever it is. And how professional is it for a maintenance or management in office to not clear out their messages so that if anything occurs over the weekend that that the tenants will be able to leave a message. You're not professional at all. And if I have anything to say, yes, I don't believe that you should be in that position if you're doing such things that are not benefiting those who you are there for, right? Because it goes like this. If I would to not pay my light bill and consider myself living in an apartment without lights, you would deem that apartment condemned and you would try to evict me based on me living in an apartment that does not have lights on my behalf from not paying my bill. But now here it is. Who's going to make you pay for cutting my lights off nefariously? Right? On Friday, 10:50 p.m., May 12th, and still to this day, when I call Entergy They are keeping a record of all of these calls that I've made. And not only that, that written affidavit that I put in that mailbox today on Sunday, May 14th, should be received by you on tomorrow's, which would be God's Spare Monday, May 15th. Has everything in there that has occurred since Friday, May 12th until now. I don't know what you're attempting to do. I thought maybe you possibly thought that you had somebody that would not fight back, right? All of you who are subscribed to me, all of you who are able to watch this live that's going on right now, I would not even recommend, and I'm not trying to slander the Reveal. I'm not trying to slander the management department. This is things that I'm speaking of that I have actual truths about and facts to support. See, the truth is what I'm living, and the facts that support it is the documentations, the phone calls, and everything that has been recorded for quality assurance about what it is that I'm going through and what I have been put through since Friday with the light situation. Not only that, I have been keeping an account of the records of all the times that someone attempted to possibly kidnap myself or my daughter, to poison us by way of putting poison on napkins and sticking them in our car door. Of the grill of my van. That caused my daughter to get real sick because she was the one who had to get it out because my hands were full and I couldn't. You don't know how much praying I did for the reversal of what it was that your attempt was at everything that you have done with the stolen packages, the emptying out the food in front of my door that I left for those who act like they were hungry with a note saying, this is for you if you're hungry. Why are you knocking on my door and running away? If you need something to drink, just ask. I don't have much, but I would give that to you so that you will not have to do the things that you do. Right? Because I believe that food and water should be free for us all, as well as a place to live, because the earth was given to us all. Someone decided that they had possession over it and wanted everyone else to pay in money, monetary gain, other than what it was that we were supposed to pay with our time, what the Most High said in His Word, to go forward and till the land, and by the sweat of our brow shall we eat. That was what the work was, right? But that was tilling the land. It was not going to a job to do those things. And we know that tilling the land became something for some people that was put into a slavery, right? And I'm not against those who have been put in slavery, because I know I have some of those people running through my bloodline, as well as majority of the indigenous Indian in America that lives within me, right? It is sad to say that you cannot steal my joy, even on this Mother's Day, because I don't believe in those holidays as that. I don't feel like this is the day that I will be able to receive all due praise for being a mother when I'm that every day. So your attempt to make my weekend feel like it is nothing, it isn't working. Because as you can see, when you go back to my videos, if you're watching, if you're not a part of the collective who love me and care for me, you'll see that on yesterday I still had a good time. We in my family, we are greatly excited to celebrate the graduation of Apasha from Loyola University, and we were together, enjoy with good food and fun and family. You saw that, and it'll be the same thing today, but you won't get the benefit of seeing that. But what you will get the benefit of is knowing that I have made a record account of all the things that you have been doing and all the things that you have been allowing. Now, the next thing is for you to be served the justice for what it is that you're trying to cause in my life, and for all those who are a part of it, right? Racketing. You're lying. You're trying to come together against one person and two small children, which are girls. You're sad. You're letting the devil use you in every capacity. I already see the body jumpers that works in you. And I'm going to continue to keep calling it out, because you have no power over me. You can try to attempt to make me be in fear. You can try to attempt to make me be uncomfortable. The only thing that will happen is all of those things is going to return upon you and your family. Maybe you feel like you're above the law. That's why you're capable of doing whatever it is that you're doing, right? And you think that you're going to get away with it, but you won't. On this Mother's Day, I feel like what was given to you from your mother about how to be a great person or how to be a good person to other people, right? Maybe you don't know that. That's why you try to continue to come after me. And no way are these lives that I'm doing is an attempt to embarrass or shame anyone. This is a video documentation of the mental anguish that's trying to be projected upon me. Am I mentally disturbed? No, but it is mentally exhausting that I have to go through these things. Or it's mentally exhausting to know that people who are in a position to help others would actually use that power to try to break them. American Trail, you have a big burden on your plate with the Reveal Apartments, and I'm gonna keep calling it out. You all were there with the news crews and everything. You didn't invite any of those residents because I don't remember receiving an invite from you. But when have you been back to see what it is that has been going on? When have you been there to see the state of the condition of those apartments that they are now in and how trash they are? Right? When have you walked the premises since you have been there with your news crew to report the groundbreaking things that y'all have done out there? Councilman Oliver. Yes, I am calling names because now it is getting to the point to where you are showing how much you don't care about the people, but every bit about your own pockets. Right? Or who are you doing these things for if it is not for the people? Because if it was not for the people, you would not be able to do these things. We are the ones who you're doing it for. Right? Or every bit of it is being wrong. Like the wrongs that you all have been allowing to happen to me and my family singly. That lets me know how special we are. That is the greatest thing. And I feel like crying tears of joy because before I probably wouldn't have thought that I would be someone to say that you're single, the allowance of the maintenance and the management crew to single me out in this event that has happened over the weekend, it lets me know how precious I am to the Most High and how precious my family is to the Most High, because if it had not been that way, then you guys wouldn't be coming after us. You would not be allowing these things to happen, right? Because we're not eating out of your hand or trying to hide behind something because we're running from something. Right? Because what I'm seeing is most of those who have something to hide will allow you to oppress them, subjugate them to conditions that are harsh. The psychological abuse, you will not get away with it. The psychological abuse that you have bestowed upon me makes me feel like every other complex in New Orleans that is funded through HANO or that has received any funding through HUD will allow people to work for them that will do things against the people who are residents there, like going in their apartments when they're not there, stealing things from them, even their dirty underwear. How perverted is that? Are you going to let these things that is happening at the Reveal be the front of what it is that caused you a great end? Or are you going to rectify those issues to make do good on what it is that has been wrong? And especially to my family. But it's like the Most High is telling me to seek legal services. for everything that has happened. And I will do just such. You see what it is that you thought you had? Someone who was uneducated about their rights and responsibilities as a tenant or as a citizen. Or maybe you thought you had somebody who was uneducated about their rights and responsibilities as a human being upon the face of the earth who has been put here by the Most High. And it's sad to say that the entire weekend while these lights were out, I'm the only resident that is experiencing this. But you will not make my Mother's Day unhappy. This is just a day to celebrate with the family for those who may be out of town and stuff. And like I said, to continue on as long as you continue to try. And beats a failure but a try. And at every attempt that those who are against you try to bring you down, they will not succeed, right? Even in the heat of the day or even in the heat of the night. Mothers are always giving, and we don't stop giving. We give from the inside of us to the out. A little spider just fell on me. Oh, there must be my money spider. Oh, that money coming. And maybe it's possibly from all of these things that this community has tried to do in an attempt to break my soul. You will not. You can't have it. It's not yours anyway, right? It's just funny, y'all. I cannot believe this. They really are still doing those things. The energy company has been out there yesterday. Nothing happened. Because this is all being done and orchestrated by those who are in power at the Reveal Apartments. Possibly the owner, the management, the maintenance crew, or even someone that lives there that has the technical knowledge of how to affect someone's electricity, right? It's sad. It's sad, y'all, but it's not making me sad because they're sad. They're a sad mess. And someone already said it's a messy Mother's Day, right? Because the messy is the ones who are the ones doing these things and know what it would be. But not for me, because I'm a mother every day. And you won't be able to F over me any day. I'm not an easy target. I'm not ignorant enough to let myself be an easy target. I've never been a sitting duck. My name is Raven. And I don't care what analogies you try to use with that to soothe your soul for your hate against me. You need to look deep inside of that. And especially if you claim to be Aboriginal, you will get your just due. And the Most High is going to deliver that. My big chief. He don't bow down. He doesn't allow his children to. And just a reminder of this day, the overcoming, my big chief, my father, Mother's Day is a sentiment of the day that he passed and rose. So you would never tell me down this day because this is the day he rose. Remember that. Never, ever will you have any authority. You don't hold any space in my mind. The only space you hold is that place where you have cut those lights off that energy has not. And the mothering of that is the example of your mother not being able to give you the nurturing that you need to where you can't control yourself. Maybe she should have taught you better. Your mother. I feel sorry for her and for you because the sorrow will not be bestowed upon me for your deeds. It's just sad that you are that person, whoever you are. You know who you are and what you do and what you're attempting to try to do into my life because of your jealousy and hatred. And that's the whole thing that is even sadder, that you cannot let go of me. The obsession that caused you to be in such of a hateful and jealous rage about me to where you will allow. What is it going to be your excuse for why the lights are out? Right? When entities say they shouldn't. I can't. It's so, oh my God, it's so I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to call you. You're a it. It's a something. What do you want me to say? That you win? You did not. You are a loser. That's probably why you are even more capable of doing the things that you're doing. And they're gonna say, "Oh, what she's saying is not true. That's a fake statement." No, it's real. This is what really has happened. I have documentation for it, and I have proof for it from family because I've been allowing them to know. And then my children can witness and testify to what it is that's been going on as well. My daughter, my oldest daughter, is well capable. We don't have anything on our records that say that we are mentally unstable or capable of comprehending and understanding what we're going through. It's just that you thought that you were going to put us through a go through that is going to break us down or have us in any feeling of being in lack. You won't. And your attempts are just that, an attempt. But for you all who out there that love me and appreciate me, my family and friends, and my soul tribe in the group, thank you. It is very hot. No one deserves to be out in the heat without being able to get something to drink or cool themselves off in nature. That's why God gave us the rivers, the lakes, and the oceans. If you're able to go into them today, if you're experiencing this heat and the heat wave, have a good time in the water, you all. And just know that this message that I'm putting out here for this Mother Day is showing that my mother and spirit won't be broke by the attempts of those wicked, nefarious, evil people doing their deeds like they always do because they're spiritless, soulless vessels who are hateful. Don't let anything like that deter you from being a mother or a father because we know that fathers go through this too. So it's not just about what the mothers go through, trying to separate these curls. It's always someone attempting to bring those who of us who are chosen harm, right? Just like how the video kept going in and out, in and out. Why? Because that's an attempt on to shut me up. It will not happen. Thank you all for tuning in, watching, listening. And this message will be documented forever of the torment that the Reveal apartment has tried to cause upon me and what the city is allowing or has not. And all of the organizations that I have called or whatever it is it that they're going to do because they're there to protect and serve those who they get funding for, like myself, a single mother with children. Thank you all, and know that I love you. Continue to press forward. When life gives you lemon, make lemonade, especially that Creole way.